We're delving into how that person on your mind is feeling about you at the deepest level today. First, we're going to pull from some oracle cards, and then we'll pull from the traditional tarot. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If today's reading does resonate with you, please do let me know in the comments. I always love to hear your stories. And please do like this video and subscribe to the channel for more readings like this. Okay, the first message we got out today was, I knew you were the one when I met you. So this person has always known at the deepest level that you two have a very strong soul connection here. I feel like there's a lot of passion here. There's a real big spark between the two of you. Like, I get this vision of when the two of you, your eyes met for the first time. There was this immediate just snap attraction. I am definitely picking up on like fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could be significant here. Doesn't have to be though. Could just be representing a very strong, passionate connection. But I feel like when you two met, they instantly had that soul recognition moment. They knew that the two of you kind of planned to meet in the way that you've met in this lifetime, in this way. This is something ethereal, like the two of you outside of this lifetime kind of got together as souls and decided this is how we'll meet this time. The next card that came out is the distance between us kills me. So this could be physical distance, or this could just be like time distance. I feel like a little bit it's both. Like, this person might live in a very separate location from you, but then also I don't think you've heard from this person in quite some time. This is someone who every day they're thinking about you. They wake up in the morning, you're the first person on their mind. They think about you throughout the day, and then when they go to bed in the evening, you're still on their mind, and then they're dreaming about you. So really, this separation is something that weighs very heavily on them. I'm feeling very much like that 10 of Wands type energy. Like, it's something that they have to carry as a burden every day, and they really regret the separation here. I also very much get the feeling from this card that basically they are hoping to shorten the distance between the two of you. So whether that's a physical, like they're hoping to move closer to you or come visit you physically, if that's a physical difference of distance here, or they're just wanting to bridge the gap of time since you haven't heard from them in a while. And I feel like with this one, it really might be both of those situations. Next, we got you tame my demons. So you are someone that really helps them focus, right? I feel like this person always feels like they're all over the place, and your energy, your soul makes them feel steady and sure. And I think that might have scared them previously. Like, that's not a feeling that they're used to, right? We're often attracted to people because it feels really familiar to us. But because your energy was so steady and so sure in comparison to kind of their chaotic energy, I think it sort of freaked them out. And they're realizing, though, that it's really good for them to be around your energy. It's really good for them to kind of be forced to deal with some inner turmoil that they wouldn't normally want to deal with. And they realize this is something that they're being called not just to your soul, but to level up as an individual soul for themselves. Then we got, I'm in love with you. Wow. So this person, I feel like in the separation between the two of you, has gotten a lot of clarity about how important this connection is to them. They are someone who, they don't say this. Like, I don't even know that you know how they feel. They don't say this lightly, right? And they're really slow to admit to themselves how strongly they feel about someone else. They've been really hurt before in the past. This is someone who is dealing with relationship trauma from either childhood or previous relationships, but they really feel incredibly passionate about this connection. I really feel like they can't hold this back much longer. I don't have that as a card, but I do feel like they are just in this position, like, I have to tell this person how I feel. I don't have a choice. All right, next we got, I've been working on myself and I'm not the same as I was before. So if they really seemed kind of chaotic to you before, I think they've really taken a clue from your example and decided for themselves that they're going to heal some past wounds here. They're going to heal some of the abandonment issues that I feel like have come up for them. They're going to heal sort of the emotional dysregulation that kind of had them like hot and cold previously. There's someone that I feel like I'm seeing them kind of like practicing yoga or practicing some form of meditation here. Like, they actually really have been going within, really trying to heal these inner wounds. They might even be attending therapy is what I'm getting, but this is someone that, like, really they have been making some serious 3D efforts to change who they are. Like they know these inner demons, these emotions that they've let kind of control them, this sort of chaotic life. It's not something that they actually desire. And instead they know that what they truly desire is more the steadiness of a relationship with someone like you. And wow, the next one we get is I'm ready for commitment. So yeah, this is someone that really has been wanting to make a connection with someone else that's unlike any other connection that they've had before. And they've known since the beginning that you are that person. It just kind of terrified them though, because it's so foreign and so unfamiliar to them and to their life experience. This is someone that they are not someone known for really committing. Okay. I feel like their friends kind of tease them a lot about it. Like they'll call them like kind of flighty type names. And they've kind of laughed at them before. I feel like they've not had a lot of commitment in much of anything in their life. Like they'll say they'll do something. I'm getting strong fire sign energy here, y'all. They say they're going to do something. And they do it for a while because they're real passionate about it and they're real excited about it. But then it turns around and they're like, I don't know about that. And so 5 days later, they're off doing something else. Like that's a little bit the energy I get here. But this person's really changing that. They're saying, that's a part of myself that I no longer want to always be like that about everything, right? It's okay to be that way about some things, but not everything in your life. And I feel like this person is really saying, you know what? You are someone I admire. You're so steady and sure. And maybe you're an earth sign. I don't know. But basically you're so steady. You're so sure that I want to kind of follow in those sort of footsteps. I want to know that this is something that's more important than anything else in my life. This is a connection that I want to bring in for myself, that I really want to be a part of your life. And I want you to be a part of my life in the long run. And the last message we have is I'm on my way to you. What did I say, right? I really felt like this person, they can't hold these feelings back much longer. Like they really have to come forward and tell you something here. And like I said, I feel like there's a big distance here. There's a big gap. Like you haven't heard from this person for a while, or they live kind of far away, or both. And I'm kind of leaning towards both for some of you. But basically, this is someone that they've been in the quiet, right? When you guys are living your two lives separately, they really have been doing the work. They've been wanting to kind of change at least this area of their life where they've been kind of scared to get into romantic commitments, scared to really connect with someone on that deepest level. They are now kind of working through everything, or have been really working through everything. So whatever the separation was, they've been doing things on the side that you don't know about to kind of take care of the turmoil you kind of saw in them previously. All right. So this is someone, they've had a real awakening now, and they have to come back. They are feeling compelled by spirit to tell you what's going on and how they truly feel. All right. I'm going to pull from the traditional tarot now and see what we get. Okay, now we're going to get some confirmation from the traditional tarot. I want to know more about the journey and connection between the two of you here, and I want to see what's coming up next and get some timing for you. All right, and this cracks me up, y'all. So this is everything I've been saying for the overall energy. So it means we are really tapped in with this reading. Okay, so 6 of Cups in the reverse. This is a return card, a return of someone from your past. This is someone who's been hanging on to the memory of this connection. They've been really, they know they need to come forward. They are really reminiscing about this. And then we've got King of Wands energy, right? Masculine fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And I've been feeling fire sign this whole time. So this is someone, the return of a King of Wands. There's a real spiritual aspect to this connection. They had that soul recognition with you. The King of Wands, he's actually the most spiritual king in the deck. So he is most closely aligned with source energy itself. And so this is someone that they have to do what their heart feels on fire to do in that moment. And so the problem with that is the consistency issue. But I really feel like this is someone, they have steadied their hand, right? When we see a king, the King of Wands, he's not just fly by night. That's more like Knight of Wands energy. The King of Wands is someone who has yes, he has that fire, he has that passion, he knows what he wants, he goes after what he wants. He is someone that does listen to the spiritual side of things very closely, but he also has a certain steadiness with him because he's a king, right? He has to sit on the throne. He has the staff where he's leading others. So this is very like evolved fire sign energy here. And I feel like that's the kind of energy this person is returning to you in. All right, so next we got the Two of Swords with the Three of Swords reverse. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a lot of what's held them back so far. This is why you haven't heard anything until now, right? They really have had a hard time making any kind of decision or moving forward on a very clear path until they got a lot of this like inner wounding under control, right? When we see the Three of Swords in reverse, this is devastation. Like this person's been through some really hard times with the Three of Swords. This is like lying on the floor, just crying, absolutely devastated by life circumstances. This is often past relationship trauma, like really awful breakups or even abusive situations. This person's had to do a lot of healing from that. When it shows up in the reverse, we've been healing those wounds. And that's really what's been holding them in this Two of Swords energy, this energy where they really don't know what direction to go in. They feel like they don't have a clear path. Like there is clearly something on the horizon here for this person, but they've just had a hard time seeing it because they really need to focus on healing this situation first. And I feel like they have kept this situation pretty hidden from you, right? So we got the Devil reversed. So that is Capricorn energy with the moon. So the moon is Cancer energy. If either of those signs sort of resonate here, I feel like they're probably both part of one of your charts, very prominent places. But basically, the Devil in reverse, this is a situation where, we're trying to rid ourselves of something very toxic habits, toxic patterns of behavior, toxic things from our past. So we're having to really kind of change how we do things. The moon means things are hidden, all right? Things are in the spiritual realm. We don't really know, like, there's not light being shown on this. So I feel like this sort of whole journey that they have where they've had to really reinvent themselves and really change their ways, really kind of come at it from a position of wanting to come out of these old toxic habits that they've really kept hidden from you, right? Like you probably have an inkling because I feel like this person wears their heart on their sleeve. That's a phrase that kind of keeps coming out. Like I think you already kind of know what some of their issue is here, but they wanted to keep that healing process away from you because they knew this was going to be a real struggle for them. Like they knew that this is not something that was going to be easy. They couldn't even guarantee like the results. They are someone that really feels like they should, change their ways and show up in a new energy if you're going to accept them, if they're going to be worthy of this connection. And I feel like that's an accurate thing. Okay. I like you might be saying, oh no, I'd be with them or whatever. But no, I think they're right in this approach. I think this is someone who has a lot of self-awareness actually. And they are right in thinking that they need to show up completely differently for this situation, for this relationship, for this connection to be the priority. We then get the Hanged Man with the Justice card. So they have gotten a really brand new perspective here on how balanced this needs to be. So I feel like previously before, like they were just very flighty. I don't have another word for it. They were just not in the energy where they could be in something really solid, but they know this is something that you absolutely deserve. And so they've had to get like this whole new perspective on them and a whole new perspective on this connection. Now this is Pisces energy and Libra energy, so those signs might be prominent in your chart or their chart. But basically, this is a situation where we've gotten a new perspective on what's just, what's fair, what's balanced between people in a relationship. And I feel like there's someone who kind of was sort of selfish before in the past. And they've really had to work through some things to realize that selfishness was coming from a place of trauma. And they know, like I said, that rightly so. I think this person has a lot of self-awareness. They know that they need to show up in a way that energetically is going to be more fair and more balanced. And between the two of you, like really a lot of good give and take here. We then had the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands come out. So masculine water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then feminine fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, I'm really feeling very heavy about the fire sign energy in this reading, but any of these signs could apply to you. It doesn't have to be any one in particular here. More than that, what I feel like is going on is this person's really established some serious emotional maturity. That's what the King of Cups really represents here. So the King of Cups, he is all about feeling really strong emotions, right? And having love and overflowing compassion. He's a very empathetic guy. But not just that, he is someone with strong emotional maturity. This is someone who knows how to balance the intellectual with the emotional, right? And I feel like this person has just so much feeling. So I feel like that's a lot of what this King of Wands has gone through, or this King of Cups has gone through. This is someone who they feel a lot of passion. They feel really excited about a thing. They've chased things down just kind of willy-nilly. But now, because they realize how significant this connection is with you, how much of a true match you are, since we have a Queen of Wands to match that King of Wands, like they are now in this much more emotionally mature space, and they're ready to kind of offer you a connection from that kind of space. Because we end the reading with these three, all right? We end the reading with Death reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups, baby. Yeah, this person is definitely coming forward. Okay, so we've got the Death card in reverse. So this is Scorpio energy. We are getting lots of water sign energy here, so I feel like water sign energy, like water sign and fire sign, I'm feeling very heavily here. I also got Capricorn, like, I was feeling some earth sign there, so maybe Capricorn is really important too. But with the Death in reverse here, this is someone who can't let go of something, right? They want to make things work out. They're not ready to let this slide. They're not ready for this to really be gone, right? A part of their past. Also, though, I really feel the transformation energy coming from the Death card. This is someone who wants to really transform this relationship, just like they've gone through a pretty significant personal transformation is a lot of the message I'm getting here. They're wanting to really transform how the connection between the two of you works. And I feel like this is just right time, right place. That's really how this is going to feel. In the upcoming future here, we're going to feel like, the stars have kind of aligned. Like the two of you have had to go through what you've had to go through here for a reason. Like, I feel like in the separation here, whether it was physical distance or time or both, all of that kind of happened because they honestly had a lot of healing that they needed to be doing. And maybe you did too. Maybe you had stuff kind of going on that you really needed to attend to before you could really commit to something, right? Before you could really come together with this particular person in a way that's very soul aligned. But at this point, I feel like the universe is kind of bringing you two back together, and it's kind of outside your control, okay? This is going to be sort of a sudden reunion. Like, it might even be as crazy as like you just run into them and then things take off. Like, this is a situation where when we see Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning in your favor when it's in the upright. So all this is working out for your highest good, for their highest good, for the highest good of this connection. But also, the wheel's been taken out of your hands, okay? This is something kind of outside your control. So I don't even necessarily see this as like this person is like suddenly going to message you or call you or something. It's more like you two are going to run into each other on the street, or like run into each other in another city is almost what I'm feeling. There's something here that's going to be like divine intervention, like something stepped in and brought the two of you together. But it is resulting in this Ace of Cups moment. All right, so this is the big thing. They are going to be talking to you or reaching out to you or making a love offer of some kind here. This is meant to be a new, beautiful love beginning in this connection when we see the Ace of Cups. See how the cup is like overflowing here. We've got the dove carrying the host, sort of very like Catholic symbolism here. We also have the cup that's overflowing with love, with water. So this is meant to be something very peaceful, very joyful. It's meant to be a love offer that is very significant as well. So I'm going to pull a little timing. I want to know exactly when you might be running into this person. So for a timing card, I got the Sun. which can specifically mean Leo season. So that is a little bit of ways off. So Leo season would be starting at the end of July. But more than that, I just feel like it's about summer for this reading. Like this is something that's going to happen over the summer. This is, and very much like, okay, I'm so goofy, musical theater nerd. I immediately got Summer Loving as like a song that popped in my head as soon as this card came out, y'all. But here's the fun part about the sun coming out as the timing card. This is going to hit like in the most joyful, fun way possible, right? The sun card indicates like it's the happiest card in the deck, y'all. It is a card that really indicates like a happy ending, like true joy. Like the two of you are going to light each other up. And I think everything I'm talking about right now, all of that is going to come to light in your conversation with each other when you guys do connect. And I do feel like this is going to be happening pretty soon. It's going to be happening over the summer. It might wait till late July or early August, but it's going to be something that when it does happen, it's just going to feel really soul aligned. You two are going to feel really good about it, and it's going to really take off in an incredibly positive, supportive, loving manner. All right, I hope this reading really kind of helped you out. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments. I hope you do like the video, subscribe to the channel so you get more readings like this. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time.